my class actually ended at 11:30. And then I ate food. And guess what? Exactly what I thought would happen happened. Our study guide sucks. This is our study guide. Yup, that's it. Conceptual questions. Basic accounting concepts discussed in the class from the chapters and by the instructor. Guess what? That's literally anything. That means we basically have to read the entire book. Computational. About the basic financial statements, ratios, liquidity, and solvency. That's literally everything, dude. That doesn't help at all. You're basically saying, yep, everything. Just all of the entire textbook, every concept that we have discussed. Oh my gosh. Vertical and horizontal analysis. Construction of a balance sheet and income statement given the numbers. And then 5, 6, and 7 are kind of like specific things. But the first two questions basically like cover the entire textbook. I guess technically it only covers stuff we talk about in class, but I don't even know if that's true. Like if I just were to study the lecture material by itself and nothing else, I don't even know if that would be good enough. Maybe it would. But yeah, no. It's not going to tell us specific things to study. It's just going to be like basic accounting concepts discussed in class from the chapters. I wonder which ones those are. And about the basic financial statements, ratios, liquidity, and solvency. Basic financial statements. That's the entirety of chapter 3 and 4, and then liquidity and solvency. That's chapters 5 through 7. And guess what? Chapter 7 is on the test. Yay! That means I have to read 3 chapters. Still, the test is tomorrow. I have to read 3 more chapters, and I have to study homework problems, probably. I don't know. I need to study how to do the math questions at least. So, obviously, I need to... For conceptual questions, probably reading the textbook is good enough. Maybe. But for math questions, I need to actually do math stuff. I need to do some of the example problems. And oh my gosh. Man. So basically, numbers 1 through 4 on this sheet, on this thing right here, are not helpful in the slightest. 5 through 7 are like, okay, there will be a question about SEC reporting, question about the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, and a question about the international something. So that's kind of helpful, but questions 1 through 4 is just like, yep, everything. Okay. How long did it take me to read 3 chapters yesterday? 6 hours? It took me 6 hours to read the chapters 1 through 3. How many pages are these other 3 chapters? And that's not even all I have to do. I have to do the math questions. Chapter 6 is from 223 to 248. 25. Cool. pages. Chapter 7. Oh, wait, I didn't look at Chapter 5. Chapter 5 is from 199 to 216, so that's 17 pages. 17 plus 25 plus Chapter 7 is 278 to 300, which is 22. 22, 25, 17. I have to read all that. I need to see how many pages I read last time. That took me 6 hours. And then compare it to the number of pages I have to read today. I read 1 to 24 is 23. 54 to 73 is 19. And then we had 35 pages. This time we have 17, 22, 25, 64. So I have 11 less pages to read. What a great, incredible help that is to instead of having to read 77 pages, I have to read 64 pages. How helpful. Oh, man. Oh, no. Computational is about the basic financial statements. Ratios, liquidity and solvency ratios, 3 vertical and horizontal analysis, 4 construction of a balance sheet and or income statement given the numbers. I wish I could know. I'm guessing 4 is gonna be the take-home part. So, gosh, dang it. $64 divided by 77. And by the way, it wasn't just 5 hours of the day. It wasn't just 5 hours from start to finish. It was 5 hours of reading that did not include the breaks that I took in between the readings. This time, what is 60 times 5? 6. 360. Instead of taking 360 minutes, it will take only 299 minutes. So, according to the number of pages, maybe it would only take me 5 hours to read it instead of 6. Holy crap! I might only have to spend 5 hours instead of 6 reading the textbook. And then how many hours do I have to spend trying to study the math stuff? Why do we have to do chapter 7? God. Come on. I bet like, I'm getting tired of holding this phone. I am now not holding it anymore. It's perfectly fine if I stay up late. It's perfectly fine. No big deal. It's funny, we only had homework assignments for chapter 3 and 4. No, we had homework for chapter 2, 3, and 4. We had no homework assignments over chapter 5, 6, or 7. And we had no quizzes over chapters 5, 6, or 7. So I obviously can't study a quiz pertaining to those chapters. I can study the stinking... Why am I repeating everything? Imagine if I hadn't read those 3 chapters on Tuesday. This would have majorly sucked. If I hadn't read those 3 chapters, I probably wouldn't have even read the entirety of the textbook. I would have had to resort to doing other stuff to study, which wouldn't have been as thorough. So I probably would have been fine, but it would have been way worse. Thank you for adding chapter 7, and thank you for giving us a very unhelpful study guide. Yet again. And like, he kind of implied that basically just whatever we talked about in class is going to be on the test. If that is the case, well, the PowerPoints, I could like carefully study all of the recorded lectures or something. I don't know if that would be as efficient as reading the textbook. And I wonder what grade I'd get on the test if I took it right now. Well, I wouldn't want to find out, even if I had the option of doing that. Like, what if I just was like, oh, let's take the test. Actually, here's a very nice thing. The take-home part of the test is a very large portion of the grade. Well, I don't know how large of a portion it is, but it is a portion of the grade, so that is something. At least there's a part of the test that's open book, so I don't even have to really study much for it. Well, not only is it open book, but it's take-home, which means I have unlimited time. And if something is take-home and it's unlimited time, then you basically don't need to study at all. But then the other half of the test is going to be closed book, and you have a time limit. So, and the part that's going to be closed book, it's going to include lots of computational, quote-unquote, computational questions. But probably an efficient way to study for that is just to study the ratios themselves. Maybe I'll stop. Or study the equations and but I'm going to read the chapters. So Now what should I procrastinate on? What should I... What stuff should I talk about before doing homework? I wonder how many videos out of the 15 videos that have been uploaded. So, the number of assignments that I can study from is not very many. We have 3 quizzes. We have 3 homework assignments, and one of the homework assignments kind of sucks. I don't know if it's really worth studying that one. I might look at it, but we do have... Oh, we actually have a total of 4 homework assignments. So there's one from chapter 2, one from chapter 3, one from chapter 4. I got 100% on the... I actually got 4.85 out of 5 on one because I didn't include like a heading of the income statement or something. Wonderful, but I got everything else right, I would assume. So, doing those homework assignments. Oh yeah, and then we have a ton of announcements to look at. And also I could look at the lectures and see if there's stuff that he did in the lecture that he didn't post in an announcement. Because we have practice problem 1. We have practice problem 1. We have multiple steps income statement. We have income statement, Oregon. We have PowerPoint chapter 1. We have PowerPoints. I'm probably not going to study the PowerPoints. They don't really have enough information on them. Financial statement analysis, basics, research, plans, PowerPoints, solutions for chapter 4. We have solutions for some problems from chapter 4. We have risk management association, ratios. We have company, okay, that's it. That's all those. Then we have whatever stuff is on the lecture. So anyways, studying the lectures. Let's see how many lectures I had to look at. There was one lecture where he forgot to record for part of it, but for the most part, we have all the lectures recorded. But we've had, so far for this class, we've had a total of almost 3 weeks of class. So that's a lot of lectures. Bam, that's a lot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think 11. So that's a lot. So anyways, we have 11 lectures. We have like 5 or 6 announcements. We have like 7 homeworks and quiz, and we have 3 chapters to read. And now let's look at how many videos I have uploaded out of the 15. Or an easier way to look at it is how many do I have left? I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are only 5 left. So 10 of them have uploaded and only 5 of them have not yet uploaded. Okay. Funny, fun, fun, funny, fun, 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 fun. Fun, 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 fun. I don't know how long this is gonna take. Reading the chapters and it should take 5 hours of reading, but I don't know how many minutes of breaks will be in between reading the chapters. Probably gonna take a short break in between each chapter. And then after that, studying the quizzes will probably only take like 30 minutes. And studying the homework will take even less time. I'm probably going to barely even have to study the homework because doing the homework in of itself is enough studying for the most part. And then we have our announcements and practice problems. Oi oi oi. Oi. I wonder how well I will do on the test. What is my goal for the test? Well, I guess my goal is to get 90% or better. So I guess that's that. But realistically, the threshold for being happy with my score is 90%. And if it's below 90%, I will not be happy, but I won't complain too much. If it's below 85%, then I'm going to be very disappointed. And then if it's below 80%, I will be very alarmed. So that's what that is right there. But as long as I get better than 90, I'm happy. Anyways, now what can we procrastinate with? I really want to change my music. Not this music though. There's a couple of soundtracks I'm still enjoying listening to, but a few of them are not so much anymore. So I need to try to find some new stuff. But I don't have time. I mean, I probably have time to do it today, but I don't want to spend time doing it today because I want to spend more time studying because of the test tomorrow. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. The stinking test. I think it's a midterm. Let's see if there's only one more test. He calls this test a midterm exam, which would imply that there's only one more test. And the class can stop being like, well, of course it's gonna lag. It's uploading 15 videos. Let's see if there's another test. Well, obviously there's another test. Let's see if there's 3 tests. Actually, there's only 2 tests. Ha 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 ha. What? Hold on. Cases? I guess what he means by cases is group presentation. Or group projects. So I guess the group projects are worth 100 points. The 2 exams are a total of 60. The first exam, I don't know if he's going to make the first exam less than the second exam. But if they're both the same, that means they're both worth 80 points. So, each should carry 80 points. That means that the exams are worth 17% of your grade. What about class participation? Class participation is worth about 5% of your grade. Wow, I could just skip class every single day and still only lose 5 points total. Funny. Homework is 65 points. Keep in mind, we're like halfway through this class, and yet, how many points of homework have we had so far? So far, our homework assignments, we've had this one, this one, this one, and this one. So far, we've had a total of 18 points worth of homework. But according to the syllabus, we're supposed to have a total of 65 points of homework. Anyways, quizzes are 100 points. It's funny, quizzes are quite a huge percentage, actually. But yet again, all of our quizzes have been worth very few points. I'm not sure why. All of them, like the total number of points that we've gotten for quizzes so far, or the total number of points available for quizzes so far has only been 21 out of 100. So, not sure what he's doing with that point system there. And then he says cases as worth 100 points, which I would assume means the group projects are worth 100 points. Okay, and also, if you want an A in the class, you need a 94%. And if you want an A minus, you have to have a 90%. If you want a B plus, you have 85%. Okay. Obviously, yeah, I guess I'm probably just gonna go for an A minus. I mean, I'll go for A. All depends on where I'm at, like near the class. I'll try to evaluate how likely it is I can get an A. Right now, my grade is 88%. Let me check. Let's look at my grades. Stop being laggy. My grade in the class is 88.08%. And also my corporate finance grade is 88.36. And my human resource management grade is 89.06. All of my grades are very similar. That's funny. Oh boy. And my grade for financial statement analysis and business valuation will significantly change tomorrow. Or it might stay the same. Who knows? It has a possibility of changing significantly. We'll see what happens. If I get like 88% on the test, actually, I don't know what would happen to my grade if that happened. Would it go up or down? Or would it stay the same? Because since stuff is weighted in the class, okay, this is such a waste of time, but I'm gonna figure out what happens if I get 88% on the test. I don't know how weights work for some reason. My total is 34.35 out of 39. Okay, if I get 0.8 times 80, 64 points. 34.35 plus 64, 39 plus 80. So guess what? My grade in the class is 88%. Let's say I get an 88% on this midterm. If I get 88% on the midterm, my grade in the class will go down to 82%. Why? How is that possible? Oh, dude. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I said 80%, not 88%. Never mind, I'm dumb. 34. Okay. 0.88 times 80. 34.35 plus 70.4. And then this divided by. Okay. It seems as if my grade would actually go down slightly, but it's very insignificant. Well, yeah, obviously. Wait. Okay, so long story short, I think even though it's weighted, that's not how math works. So my grade would still be at 88%. But the real thing is if each individual point is worth more than 1 point. So like if I get 88%, then my grade's still at 88%. If I get a 90%, my grade will go up more than if I was to get a 90% on a homework assignment. That's how weighted averages work. Oh my good graciousness. Also, let's see what we have in human resource management for next week. I thought it was one team activity and one quiz, one test. But let's check. This week is 2 team activities. And then next week is 1 team activity and 1 test. Yep, I was right the first time. Okay. Now that we have procrastinated a lot, let's procrastinate some more. By the way, I haven't procrastinated that much. Okay. So for 2 out of the 3 classes for this week's homework, I'm basically waiting till the day that's due to do it. But for financial statement analysis, we have a test on Friday, and I studied for it by reading 3 chapters on Tuesday, and now today is Thursday. Okay, but it's different because the test is actually in the morning, not due late at night, so actually it is the day before it's due. Fun. But at least I did some stuff on Tuesday, so wow. Great job. Oh. Wow. I basically can't do anything fun today because I have to study for the test all stinking day. It's gonna be like 7 o'clock and I'm still gonna not be done studying probably. I don't even know what time will I finish reading the chapters? I think what's gonna be easier, reading the chapters or doing the problems? I don't know what will be easier. I think it'll be easier to do the problems because reading the chapters takes forever. Reading the chapters is going to take 5 hours. It's not going to take me. Is it going to take me 5 hours to do all the problems I need to do? I don't think. Wow, that was fun. It's perfectly acceptable that I might stay up later than usual. It's perfectly fine. It's not like I have to get this stuff done before 12 midnight. It's not like I can basically take all night to do it if I need to, but obviously I don't want to do that. So, but if I need to, I could do that. Fun fact. I could just do nothing all day and then start studying at midnight, and then study from midnight to 10, which would be 10 hours. That would be so incredibly difficult to do because I would be tired and not motivated. But obviously I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start studying at 12 noon instead of 12 midnight. Actually, right now it's 12:39, so it's not exactly noon. It's more like 39 minutes after noon. And there's nothing else to worry about except for studying for a test that's over accounting stuff. And of course we have a very inadequate or very unhelpful curriculum, or at least a very unhelpful, like a lot of classes, it's much easier to study for this. For financial accounting and management accounting, it was much easier to study for the test because we had a bunch more homework assignments I could use to study for the test. I basically just used the homework assignments to study for the test. That's all I did last time, isn't it? Last class in management accounting, I just used the homework assignments to study. That's all I did. And I used our quizzes to study. This time I have to read the entire freaking textbook, and we don't have our homework. We have a few homework assignments, but not nearly as many or as a comprehensive of a homework assignment to study off of. So it's much more difficult. Dang. And our textbook is much, much worse. It has much more stuff in it So, dang. Last semester, my grade in the class was like in the high 80s, but for some reason my professor gave me an A. I'm not sure why. Or no, did he give me an A minus or an A? I can't remember. I think it was A minus. Wait just a sec. My 3 classes were. Okay, so actually he gave me an A minus. I'm not sure why he gave me an A minus. Should have gotten a B plus. Whatever. But basically I ended up with a finals grade of like 80 something. It was like 86%. And guess what? Financial accounting, my final grade was like 95%. What the heck? How did I get 95%? Oh, it was because we actually had homework to study from. It was much easier. Wow, funny. Funny when you have a better curriculum, then you do better in the class. Who figures? And I've had the same professor for all 3 accounting courses. Oh my goodness. Why? Next semester, if I actually take all those classes, I think I had the same professor for at least one, if not more than one class. Again. Again, but at least he's not my professor for all 4. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Time for procrastinate. I am now going to check to see how many classes I have this professor for. If it's 1 or 2. I don't think it's more than 2. I just can't remember if it's 1 or 2. I have 4 accounting courses next semester and 1 managerial law course. Oh my freaking god! It says my tuition for next semester is $6,300. Well, maybe if I do the FAFSA, I won't have to pay that much. So yeah, it says my tuition for next semester is going to be $6,300. Gosh dang. That's twice as much as what I paid over the summer. But it's possible I'll get some FAFSA aid by it, but they're not going to give me enough money. It seems like the FAFSA thing, they don't pay for your entire tuition. They only pay like a small portion of it. Well, guess what? I can't really pay that much. How much money do I have left in my bank account? Oh yeah, I was going to look up that. So yeah, time for procrastinate. Stop. Oh, it was right there. I'm going to look and see if they took the money out of my bank account yet. Because for some reason they take a certain amount of time to pay. If you pay a giant amount of money, or I don't know if it has to do with the fact that it's a giant amount of money or if it's just for every transaction it takes some time. But yep, it finally took it out of my bank account. So, right now, I don't freaking care that people know my financial information. I wonder if it's a bad idea to say what my financial information is, but I'm going to anyways, so too bad. Basically, I have a total of about $3,900. Well, you could technically round up to 4,000 because it's like 396 something, so it's almost to 4,000. But anyways, what amounts of money will I have to pay between now and the semester start? Well, maybe some gas money, but not that much because I don't really drive much anywhere. And going to Culver's, of course. because that is a necessary part of my life. Textbook rental agreement. So yeah, what it's gonna be, the amount of money in there is probably gonna be very similar, maybe a little bit less. Like probably maybe it'll go down to like 3,900 flat, or maybe flat 3,800. But obviously that only covers a little bit more than half of the tuition. But I don't know how much FAFSA is going to give me for that. But it's very possible they might give me more than last time. I'm not sure. Anyways, and I don't. If I pay part of the tuition, I'd like to keep some money in the bank account. I don't want to just have $0 in my bank account, obviously. So maybe I'd only pay like $2,500 of the tuition. But basically, so basically, the FAFSA aid, and also I got some stuff from scholarships. I can probably apply for scholarships again because I got some very easy scholarships, because when I applied for the scholarships, basically I got 2 scholarships, and each scholarship was like $500, I think. So I was able to get like $1,000 of scholarships, and then I was able to get FAFSA, and then each full semester of classes cost like $3,000. So I can probably pay even with FAFSA. Okay, so if I have to pay $3,000 again, then I might be able to just barely pay it. So anyways, I am now going to look at, gosh dang it, who are my professors for I'm now gonna look at my professors. Intermediate Accounting 1 is with Laura Walker. Accounting Information Systems is with Laura Walker. That's I like having it when I have the same professor for 2 classes, actually. Federal Income Tax is with Syed Moise, which is my professor right now. Cost Accounting is with John Hammermeister. So it turns out that I have Syed Moise for 1 class, not 2. Okay. And then we have Managerial Law with Thomas Collins. And I think they're all going to be in-person classes. They would probably be in person. Oh my god. Wait a minute. I think I found something very fun. The Laura Walker, I don't think she has in-person classes. Because it's all it says in here is that meets occasionally on Wednesdays from 5 to 7 p.m. Wait, what? p.m.? What the heck? Is that in addition to the other days that are in person? I don't know. Probably. Dang, that sucks. Crap. Yeah, they're gonna be all in person. I can't get out of this. I can't get out of being in person. course I can't. Why am I looking at that? Sims. Now what are we going to do? Let's check the channel. Let's check the uploads again. Oh my god. We only have one video left. It's taking kind of a long time. Yeah, that's the 43-minute video. That's taking a little bit of time. So, we only have one left to upload. I just watched it turn from 48 to 49. Now, let's watch it turn from 49 to 50. Yay! Oh my god, it just turned to 50%. Ooh, fun, 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 fun. How many minutes left? I don't know, it's taking some time.